gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna fuss, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail, cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
She right got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face. respect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk up.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jonathan Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second down, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run the counter. Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Washington.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
4-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
First quarter.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete to
Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Sanders. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. On a man down, and it's Sanders. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Eagles are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Hurts. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The tackle.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Jim.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Flush to his right. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for it all. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
Jalen Reagor. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
7-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Kelvin Harmon in the final seconds of the 1st half. And Washington has taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground? And he's into the clear. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete to Jalen Rager.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
He was brought down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. As Sanders has it poked free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Looking to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A gain of 20.
A good pickup there of 22.
Another Washington 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now, first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let's go, G. Tighten up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing is Hurts. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Austin Seibert on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
42.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another Touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, Washington.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Sliding out of the pocket, throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On first down, Hurts. Catch made by Fulgham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
43-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 40.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Eagles.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
kick it and go.